Also, our comptroller compared the traveling expenses of one quarter in 1966, which was $686,000, to one quarter of 1967, which was $728,000. What he was really trying to do was saying, I have upped the traveling expenses. But this is very biased for this reason. The legislature was active in this 1967 quarter, and also we have many new commissions that have been established over this past year, and therefore it is impossible for anyone to come up with an accurate figure of how much that may have been saved. And I certainly am not going to try to make a stab at that. Our comptroller stated that the investigation of expense accounts had cost the state $50,000. Now, I would like a breakdown of this, since Mr. Woods paid for the expense in the auditor's office, and the examiners of accounts are on a straight salary, and they would be paid if they didn't do anything but twiddle their thumbs. And the grand jury also would have been in session. So I'm still looking for that $50,000 that the taxpayers paid for that investigation last year. And truly, firing Mr. Feaster is not the issue. Now, this has been played up to be the issue, but the real issue to me is that Governor Brewer is not very strict on his cabinet members, of this one particular one, in making him toe the line, in making him obey the law. If he had said, well, yes, there are some things wrong with the docks, and we're going to get it straight, we're going to give him another chance, that would have been fine with me. But to say, no, nothing is wrong when there is something wrong, well, then you can never get anything straight until you admit there is a problem. The problem cannot be solved. This is the way I stand on it. So it's not a matter of personality. I do not have one thing personally against Governor Brewer or against Mr. Feaster. But if it's the law, we should obey it. And for Governor Brewer to say, no, I'm not concerned with legalities just so he didn't commit a crime, this is saying just so he doesn't do anything bad enough to be indicted for, because when you do that, he would have to let him go. The law provides when anybody is indicted, well, they have to be relieved of their position. So this is the reason for this. It's not that I'm wavering. I have not wavered one bit from the course I had to begin with. I am strictly doing what I think is right, and it is high time that the officials stand up for the law and stop yelling and screaming about these kids, these young people out on the street when they break the law. Oh, everybody gets concerned. But what about when the top elected officials and the cabinet members are allowed to break the law and say nothing is wrong? This concerns me. This is double standards, and this is what I have fought. This is what I will continue to fight. It doesn't matter who is governor. This is the way I am. This explains what they were. This is the amounts, and this is the dates that they were paid. That's the amount that was charged back. All right, now here are several pages